Welcome to another episode of Married with Video Games. I'm your host, Matthew.
I'm your host, Christina.
And I made her play Creature Kitchen. In our new house.
Yes, we have yet to post from our new house.
This is the first episode in the new house.
We're still recording from the kitchen.
Yeah, there's no dedicated area. It might be the basement one day.
That is true. It would be quieter.
Yes, less echoey. We apologize. This is a lot larger room than before.
Less
It's very
fridges.
open.
I feel like you can hear the fridge running in the background.
There are 2 fridges.
One of them is broken and I unplugged it.
Yeah, it is. It's ready to go out.
Very much so.
New house stuff.
Always.
Always. Well,
It's been a hot second. Hello.
we had to play. We're playing some shorter games because we don't have time for the bigger games.
Not at the moment.
There's no time. There is no time.
It's the Guess Who song. Continue. We played Creature Kitchen.
Yeah, you arrive at a cabin in the woods with only one task: to cook for creatures that exist in the area. From a raccoon to mythical creatures like Bigfoot. You must discover hidden recipes to satisfy the denizens of the woods, who in exchange is denizens. I said denizens. It's denizens.
Thank
of the
you.
woods,
I was going to say something.
of the woods, who in exchange give you keys to unlock more areas of the cabin.
You wrote this too.
Listen, I said it and I went, that is not even remotely correct. And I wasn't going to go back, and I went, I should go back and correct myself. When I said it, I was just like, wait, I left out so many letters.
Like our son reading. No. He's the best.
No. So
Creature Kitchen was fun.
it was very fun, actually. It was very silly. I just slammed the table.
We're a hot mess today, people.
We just got back from a very long drive. It was not terribly long. Longer than we're used to.
Hour and a half both ways. The problem was on the way home, our backup car also had temperature gauge issues, so that kept going off sporadically. So that was fun.
We're balls a little stressed.
It's fine. I ordered coolant. We're fine.
Creature Kitchen released on February 6th of this year, 2026, on Steam, where Christina played it.
That is where I played it.
Cook up reviews from the Void Oven here.
The Void Oven is excellent.
It is most excellent.
Metacritic. TBD by critics. There are not 4 reviews for this game. At least not reviews that Metacritic counts. 8.6 from users.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I found punished backlog for both the positive and the negative. I pulled these several days ago. I don't remember what they are. And apparently the positive is very long. I'm so sorry. In Creature Kitchen, very little is explained to you. You arrive at a cabin in the woods as a sort of temporary house sitter. There are a few notes left for you explaining that you have been entrusted with feeding all of the critters. You'll find a photo album and a Polaroid camera. By taking photos of a critter, you'll take notes on them and figure out what they like to eat. The creatures start off normal enough, like a mouse or a raccoon. The meals, too, start off normal enough as well, such as toast. However, there are a couple of things that made my skin crawl immediately. First, many cabinets are padlocked shut. Second, there's a kitchen guide with info on a knife that both made me laugh and feel quite nervous. Third, I found the pantry, but I was surprised that it was just one long, endless corridor with flickering lights and not enough ingredients. The only way to escape is to go back the way you came. Fourth, to cook anything, you put it in a magic oven that, if you stand at the right angle, appears to hold all of the space-time continuum in it. And that is just the beginning. As Creature Kitchen goes on, the critters and their meals get more extravagant. Some creatures need a bit more effort to even trust you enough to let you feed them, which may include solving puzzles through context clues and environmental storytelling. You'll need to gather recipes, ingredients, and cook the right meal for the right animal.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes. I just like the entire space-time continuum was in the oven. I think the first night when we noticed that, we both said Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, this area of the world localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No. Well, that's about all the time I have.
No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Okay, punished backlog negative. While I didn't experience any glitches or typos in my playthrough, I did find some of the controls to be a little finicky. At one point, I unlocked a frying pan and had to flip various items within it to cook on both sides. The pan moves wildly and is extremely sensitive, frequently causing me to splat eggs onto the counter and curse under my breath. It was both really annoying and also humorously absurd. Later, I tried to put a meal in a cute doggy bag on a table that I was sure was correct for a specific critter, but the aim was inconsistent and the game didn't register it as being in the right delivery zone, so I had to repeat the action a few times. I did that constantly. I kept just whipping the Polaroid camera, trying to set it down on the table or set it down like in the cabinet where you grab it from, and it would just like whip. Actually, no, I would take a photo.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the raccoon several times.
I did it. That raccoon did not like me.
But it also sat in the rocking chair.
That was really funny and also kind of creepy the first time, and then it was cute after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first creature you do is a raven, and you have to give it 2 of any meal. And I gave it a mistake and toast.
It did enjoy both.
It did.
I like the raven. We never called it back afterward.
We did not. We rang the bell to give him the 2 things, and then he gives you the key to open one of the cabinets, and then you just go from there. Then you get more recipes. Then you have more puzzles.
It's a very rinse and repeat.
Yes.
Very simplistic. Some small puzzling. But gameplay itself, literally, find recipes, cook food in the oven, and find ingredients to either summon a creature or feed the creature the correct dish. There's some small puzzles hidden throughout the game that are not overly complex if you're paying attention to your surroundings. I have parentheses, the fireplace gold puzzle in Mothman Room.
A lot of the puzzles, none of the puzzles are too difficult. There are the owl one in, I can't think of that guy's room, the box kid. Mm-hmm. And we just basically were like, okay, you have to hit them in a particular order, otherwise they all reset. And I clicked until I got the order correct. But the order was somewhere else in the room, and that was the world puzzle in the Mothman room.
It's not overly... Nothing,
it wasn't overly complicated. We just were not looking.
The only one that I could even remotely say would be difficult for some people is turning all the lights on the fuse box. Or in the circuit breaker outside.
Oh yeah, I just let you do that one for me because that's a Matthew puzzle right there. I turned
my
brain off.
3 or 4 moves and got it. But it's one of those, if you're not very good with that kind of puzzle, I can see that one being a little difficult.
Yeah, but outside of that, I think we hit one wall one night. We played it the first night. You were like, this looks like something you would want to play. Like it's got a creepy vibe, but it is legitimately just cozy. It's like a 2001 horror game for the N64 kind of graphics, I would say.
Yes.
But it's just very cute. So we played for like 20 minutes, and I got the raven and the raccoon. I'm like, yeah, we can absolutely keep playing this. And then the next night we played for like 45 minutes and then hit a wall. We're also very tired parents, where we couldn't figure out like where the next recipe to unlock was. I'm like, okay. And I looked it up the next day, and we had to go out to where the picnic area was to get the frog. But I don't know how we would have figured that out. I don't remember. But that was the only thing I looked up. I think you looked up a couple things while we were playing, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. And as you said before, the game is meant... It has all the notes of a horror game, but it's not.
It's not at all.
The game's atmosphere is very spooky and supernatural, but there's no jump scares.
Nope.
No monsters chasing you.
Nope.
There are some monsters, but the game is cozy cooking that embraces being in the unknown is a very good way of saying it.
Yes, and like the first 4 creatures are normal. So it's the bird, the raccoon, the mice, and then the frog. And I think while we were trying to do the frog, there's like a tapping at the door. And that was like the only jump scare. Because it's like perpetually 2 a.m. in this game. And you can have like a radio on.
That plays either weird, funky music.
Or goofy commercials. Or a guy that just keeps saying like 7, 4, 13. These are just some of my favorite numbers. And it was just so random. But with that vibe, and then you hear like I'm waiting for the dog to
Lose
start
his mind.
barking. And I'm like, what the crap is that? And then you're like, go open the door. And then it's like this weird creature whose name is Pants. And he comes and sits at your kitchen table and just swings his little pant legs with a plate.
He sets out a plate.
And he just sits there and he waits. And you have to figure out what he wants. And he just sits there and he's very creepy.
I like Pants.
Pants was probably my favorite. And then there's Bigfoot, who looks like he's straight out of, what did I say, Prometheus and Bob from Kablam.
Yeah, just doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, and he's like that same effect as those guys where he wasn't quite claymation, but he was just...
Yeah, he just stomps in and eats his food.
What was it Action League Heroes or something? Like, it was just, he had like that Kablam vibe to him from... It wasn't Nick at Night, but, the Friday night shows on Nickelodeon, yeah. And then there was, that octopus up in the tree that was like 30 feet tall?
Yeah, and then there was a Mothman that said romantic quotes to you.
Yes.
But he was probably the scariest of the monsters because the room's all black and white, and then you light a candle or you set a rose in a thing, and then all of a sudden he appears at the window.
He appears at the window like a creepy moth, and then, he's very poetic. Yeah. That one dude doesn't like his boxes touched, and he hides in a box, so you just see his chicken legs. The demon that's in the pantry doesn't show up until... How did we get it? You have to run to make a mess.
And then take a picture when the mess is being made.
Or did we have to throw food and then...
Originally, yeah, you have to throw food. Well, to get him you still have to run to make the mess, and then you throw food. Oh, yeah,
and then you throw the food.
But to get a picture of him, you have to run with the camera, and when he makes the mess, you take a picture.
You take a picture, and that's how you get him. And they all have very cute names, too, so it's not
And nothing hunts you or hurts you.
Nope.
In fact, if you bump into them, they run and scream and hide.
They do. The raccoon hides under the porch.
And then comes back out almost immediately.
Yeah. That raccoon in particular is not very smart.
Yeah, they're all... I think we even say this, all the creatures in this game are bizarre, but very adorable. The raccoon will sit in a rocking chair and a pair of legs wearing pants, named Pants, sits at the table.
Yes.
It's wild and out there for a game, but it was fun to discover each creature and what you would unlock next.
Yes.
And some of the things that you take pictures of aren't creatures, but that fills in the book, as in the fireflies.
The stars.
They don't eat anything. The fireflies, what are they, on a diet?
Yes. Yeah, the notes by the last caretaker are very cute and very wholesome. It's just like a good, cozy game with just enough creep that we were like, man, this should have been our spooky game this year.
Yeah, they leave some of the notes are ominous. But nothing ever happens. It's just like, well, you should be fine as long as you feed every one of them.
Yes.
And you're like, well, that's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game takes 3
to 5 hours,
and a half hours, I think is what it took us. We didn't do all the achievements that Steam has, but we filled out the whole photo album.
Yeah, we filled out the entire photo album.
I did not make all the recipes. I think there's 43 recipes.
And you had 42 found.
Yeah, I was missing a recipe, and I don't think we looked up.
You don't need all the recipes to beat the game.
No, you don't have to make everything to beat the game.
No, they're just there.
It was fun.
And the flipping the pan was the worst, but you kind of got it down towards the end.
There was one night you went to, I think, rock a girl or do something somewhere for 7 minutes, and you came back, and I still had not properly fried an egg. That entire 7 minutes you were gone. That was the one that you did. The entire time you were gone. I think I wasted 30 eggs.
There's unlimited food.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about running out. The refrigerator will infinitely make more, and the pantry will infinitely make more food. Once you find the food item,
it appears in the pantry.
It appears in the pantry or the refrigerator or the freezer. The freezer has ice only, I think.
Yeah, the freezer's just ice because the fish was in the fridge.
Yeah, but once you unlock everything, and like she said, once you find it or pick it up, I think you have to pick it up, it appears in the pantry.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to pick it up or just...
Well, when you originally went to the pantry, it didn't have flour, but it did as soon as you picked up the flour. That's my assumption.
Or when I open the cabinet. I don't know.
We don't know what triggers it. Either way,
Yes.
once it's found,
Once you find it,
I suggest picking it up if you're going to play the game.
probably.
You're
I mean, you
gonna-
need to pick it up.
You
So
do use it anyway. You get there. All right, I want your score on this, and then I have something to say.
oh boy. Okay, hold on. Creature Kitchen. Oh my God. TUREKITCHEN. I am going to give this a 9.5.
It's a worthy score. I'm going to give it a 9,
Okay.
but I'm also going to say, and this is the funniest thing ever, this game is only $7 or $8,
Yeah,
folks.
it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. It's cheap. I bought the game full price. I was like, okay, $7. I don't care. It was $6 because it went on sale. Literally the next day, and I was like, "You sons of guns, you're getting a 2." The game often goes as low as like $5.59 or $6.69. It's either 8 or 7 is like the sale price. It doesn't go that cheap.
It's
already
worth,
so cheap.
Yeah, it's worth the $8. It would be a 10 except for the frying pan.
The frying pan was really tough.
It was awful. That is the word that gets a half a point off specifically for the frying pan mechanics. Like, don't. And if the developers somehow listen to this podcast, like, don't change it because that's like the hardest part of the game. Like, leave it. It's not frustrating enough to rage quit, but it's just like, how is it so hard to fry an egg? And like the first time I fried something for a recipe, perfectly fine, had no idea what I was doing, no issues. And then that second night, at least 30 eggs that I went through.
Yeah, and sometimes you flip and it will land on the side it's already been cooking.
Yeah, you have to flip. It has to land on the other side, and it's so touchy. So you like barely move the joystick.
But you move it really quickly to keep it centered.
And then you have to hold
A,
and then let go of A to flip it, and you want it like in the middle of the pan, and after you flip it, it's just like a hockey puck. It's like air hockey with how fast it goes.
It shoots.
It's just insane.
It is hysterical, but you just have a bunch of burnt eggs or whatever around the
Yep. I was
kitchen.
throwing them
Burnt
on the floor
chicken,
that one
yeah.
night, and I don't know if the mice were taking them or not, but yeah. Don't change that mechanic, but that is why you don't get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so change it if you want a 10, but I don't. We'd probably put you at she probably put you at a 9 without it. So you kind of you get a 9.5. Sorry, it's just you're stuck, guys.
Sorry.
This is probably one of the most enjoyable short games we've played.
Yes, 1,000%.
What was the last real short game we played?
Oh gosh, well I already exited out of our spreadsheet that has our
But
master list.
Now I'm curious.
Dispatch,
That was pretty short.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion was real short too, but that was old school.
That was old school.
But this was made to look old school, and it was pretty short.
Otherwise, South at Midnight,
It wasn't terribly long.
It Takes Two isn't also terribly
Astrobot
long.
isn't terribly long, but we
Or
platinumed it.
how long was Dead Take? I don't think that was very long.
Dead Take was really short. You're right.
Yeah.
That was a short game, and it was in a similar vein of Creature Kitchen.
Yes.
Though there were jump scares in Dead Take.
There were, yes.
So, good job, Creature Kitchen. We're really for an indie. I was very unique. It was very enjoyable. We're still playing. I'm still planning on playing Pragmata. You're playing Subnautica 2.
Yeah, I played one night because that's in the early access.
But we don't have a whole lot of time to play lengthier games. So Pragmata, I'm going to get through. We're going to do a podcast at some point this year. That hopefully won't be our last big game, but there's so many things that are just going to be pushed back.
Everything's going to be sidelined for Control Resonant.
Yeah. And
that one we will make time for
Yeah,
because it's Remedy.
Yeah, Control Resonant will get played through. It's going to push back Wolverine because I'm going to beat Pragmata before I play Wolverine.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I still want to play 007.
I know.
And there's other games that are coming out that I want to play. So I'm just sitting here going, I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
I have a backlog a mile long already anyway. I'm just going to slowly burn through some games. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Everybody, quick podcast. Thank you for joining us and waiting for this one here. I know this is not a terribly long episode, but we will be making more soon.
Yeah, we've moved. We're moved in. The other house is gone. It's
We just work around here.
Yeah.
And still getting things settled. And it's nice outside still. And we sit outside at night because we got a little front porch to sit on.
He's so nice.
So we enjoy just sitting out there, throwing the dog's ball and relaxing.
Yeah, if we come inside, we either play something for like a half an hour or we watch an episode of anime.
And then it's bedtime.
Because
we have to do it all over again.
Yeah, so once it starts getting cooler and darker earlier, we'll put kids to bed and then come down here to play video games. So we'll make some better headway on things then.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your summer while it's here. Because I don't know if we're going to record anything before that. Oh, no, we're at Gaming Marriage. gamingmarriage@gmail.com. And we're married with video games on YouTube.
I have not looked at our YouTube stats in a long time. I should do that after this. Yes. You want to look at them with me?
Oh, I'm right here.
Okay.
Let's do it. Hopefully Tom Winters gets his butt up and comes visit us because he needs to. But that's all I have to say.
That's all we got.
We got place for you. We got room, dude.
We do.
We'll make you some cookies.
I can make those cookies.
All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.